Hear a knock on the door and the night begins. Cause we've done this before, so you come on in. And welcome to my house.
Hey friends, I know it's been a really long time since I've updated last. I'm so sorry. I think last time I sent a little video update, I left a cliffhanger in regards to our business name. So I'm not withholding it any longer. Again, between growing a family, growing a business, and then all of unexpected parts of life being thrown in, I had to start prioritizing. So my videos went to the wayside, which was probably fine for Josh actually. But then I was like, oh my gosh, I have not announced our business name yet. So here it is. I have it today. We actually have logos and I have nothing to show currently, but I'll get to that later. So Josh and I are officially HomeRoots LLC. HomeRoots. Yay. Yeah, HomeRoots. Might kind of sound weird initially to some. We asked a lot of people their opinions and thoughts on it. Most of the people really liked it. I know a lot of people thought we were going for Ott's House, and not to say that it wasn't a front runner. However, Josh and I sat down and we really wanted a business name that had some meaning behind it for who we are and what we stand by. A lot of people know that when we decided for him to start his own business and do this, it's something that we love to do. It's kind of a passion of ours, building houses and making people's dreams come to fruition. So that was part of why we started a business, but also we wanted the flexibility and being able to put what matters most to us at the very top. And with being able to build a business that was kind of like, we have the flexibility with 4 children, with family. It was never fully about like making this huge, massive income, get rich quick thing. Not at all. So HomeRoots was actually decided upon because what's it mean? What's it mean to be rooted? What's it mean? What do roots do actually? I mean, if you think about it, I'm looking at a tree outside and roots, plant you into the ground and build support. They ground you. And Josh and I have worked really hard over probably the last decade, honestly, to become more grounded, which people would probably laugh because it sounds really contradictory given that we've moved 3 times and built 3 houses in the last 6 years. So those people aren't rooted by no means, but it's not exactly, when I say HomeRoots, about a house and not moving. It's actually about finding a center, a base, if you will, and feeling comfortable in what we have. So we wanted to be rooted. What's that mean? When we were building houses, you always have to think about what your priorities are. Where do you want to put money into? Where do you want to skimp out on? And we want to build houses that have the full, consumer's dream, but at the same time, not trying to kill the bank. Housing market's crazy right now too. But so when we built our house, we wanted to be more grounded. What's more important? What's it mean to be successful? What's it mean to be rich? We asked ourselves all these questions. And at the end of the day, it's not the money in the bank that makes us feel rich. It's being able to spend time with those family members and those friends that mean a lot to us. I'm gonna get a little emotional, sorry. So over the last month, Josh and I have lost a couple different friends, family members. One of Ott's houses lost a really important friend, actually. They bought Ott House 2 and live right across the street from us. So it still hits us. And then also my uncle. We spent a lot of time with these people, and they kind of really, losing them really made it hit home. What's being rooted mean? And, you know, their lives were short. They were both in their 50s. One was a very aggressive, short fight with cancer, and the other, we really didn't have a diagnosis. But our friend lived a rich life. Honestly, don't know about his finances, but he loved his children. He loved his wife immensely. And anytime we had any encounters with him, he showed us that. You could just see it in his eyes and the way he talked about her. We're really close friends with her too. And we were like, you know, it doesn't matter if at the end of the day you have $1 million in the bank. If you're alone, you don't have friends, you don't spend time with your family, that's not rich to us. It's not. And I don't think it ever will be. We want to be grounded, and HomeRoots is what's making us grounded. We want to be able to supply that feeling to other people, hopefully too, all while trying to help them achieve their dreams in a house or remodel. So our goal is to navigate our business in a way that obviously income, but also kind of guiding people in ways of learning how to live within your means and being grounded. I don't know. It's been a rough month, guys. So HomeRoots has a lot of meaning behind it. It may not roll off your tongue super smooth, but I definitely think if people are hiring us and work with us, they'll understand, you know, what our values are first and foremost, and we're not going to steer them wrong. I know there's all different kinds of businesses out there, builders out there, and we're just trying to find our niche as to what and who we are. I'm pretty comfortable in saying we know who we are and what we're trying to achieve. So now it's just growing that and doing so. HomeRoots has been in the process of doing quite a few different smaller projects. I believe Josh has several of those on his phone. And so over the next couple videos, I really hope to share some of that with you. I definitely have to get our attire so I can show you our cool little logo that I sat down and somewhat designed and then shipped it off to a close friend / family member who is a graphic designer, and he really nailed it home. No pun intended. So yeah, HomeRoots, guys, we're up and running. We're the real deal. We're starting to get busy. Not to the point where like overly busy, but learning how to navigate a business and shut your phone off at night rather than constantly sending messages, doing quotes and bids. That's kind of where we're at right now, trying to find like a happy medium of certain business hours, if you will, because your phone's going off all the time. And as I mentioned to Josh the other day, that was not our intent. So we need to set our phone aside, set the laptop aside, all the business paperwork aside, and spend time with our children and do those things because that's what matters to us. Although we're also trying to keep up with quotes and that end of things. So we're really just trying to find that spot, that golden spot where we're like, okay, this is what works. So if you hire us and we're a couple days behind on a quote from what we said, just know that we are working on it. But we're also trying to find that, you know, spot where we can have time with our children, our friends, and do all of that. And this is a learning curve. This is actually why we're documenting it too, is because we're still learning. So, you know, give us a little grace. But anyways, I won't keep you long. I just wanted to share with you, since I made you wait for so long, if you've been following our journey. I think I let it slip up to a couple different people recently, and I think they liked it and they were happy about it. But if you happen to see a logo soon, give it a little hurrah for us. We're gonna have some shirts made soon, hopefully, business cards sent out, and we'll be rocking and rolling just in time for summer. That's all for today, guys. Coming from Ott's house, aka HomeRoots.